Who enjoys tactical JRPGs? Disgaea! I'm the TheFlannelFox Tim Swernick, and I review Disgaea 5 Complete on the Nintendo Switch. Disgaea 5 is the first game that I've played in the series and my first ever tactical RPG. Not knowing what I was getting into, I decided to dip my toe in with the demo, then went for a larger than expected plunge. Playing as Overlord Killia through many different netherworlds, defeating flying moths, demons, cats, and huge mega monsters, the story isn't really a high point for me, maybe being that I haven't played previous games in the series, but a lot of the time I just skip past it. However, you earn new characters along the way that join you on your adventure, which makes it all worth it. Each map is an isometric grid where you choose 10 characters from your roster who enter the field of battle, which you can move, attack, special move, or use an item with every character. The characters vary from axe-wielding super demons to buxom gun-toting assassins. This goes for the enemies as well, giving a wide variety of strengths and weaknesses per individual that must be accounted for. Strategically placing your sassy warriors must be well thought out in order to achieve victory. However, as you progress through the campaign for a moment, about halfway, I felt quite overpowered when the game introduced super bosses that do more damage in one hit than my whole team can do in one game, putting the player in check and making you realize that while you feel like a seasoned veteran, you may have not even scratched the surface. Disgaea 5 is all about the grind, each character being able to level up from 0 to 9,999. You can also enter any item in the game to play through levels within the item in order to level up that item. So if your Overlord sword isn't doing enough damage, jump inside of it and grind it out, making it through 10 levels or so until you reach Innocence Town, where you have the option to continue your tour of duty or exit, which appropriately upgrades the item that you're playing inside of, essentially giving you endless amounts of levels to play, which with a gameplay loop as satisfying as this, you will most certainly want. In Disgaea 5 Complete Edition on Nintendo Switch, you begin with all of the bonus content at your fingertips, which is not as nice as it seems. At square one, you have access to very strong characters and tons of HP, which is the game's currency. Just like in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for Switch, where all the tracks and characters are unlocked at the very beginning, I would prefer to work for my unlocks, thank you very much. Alongside the massive ocean of possibilities, you can vote with an assembly to unlock new characters, cheats, worlds, basically anything that you can think you would want to do is a possibility. In order to sway their vote, you can bribe them, and if that doesn't work, just rough them up a bit. The beauty of Disgaea 5 is the variety of systems that you can use to empower your gameplay experience. You can assemble a committee to vote on a cheat mode. If passed, now you can adjust things like the level of difficulty, making it incredibly challenging, how much experience will be earned per match, or if you would like a boss on every level. The amount of change the player can influence on the game can at points be quite overwhelming. For a newcomer to the series, the genre, or the Japanese visual style as a whole, Disgaea may come off as a confusing game with a style that doesn't seem all that appealing, as it did to me when I first came across it. Yet the beautiful world of technology allows us to play games from halfway across the world, made by someone that has a very different style than you do. If you open your mind and give the game a real try, at least 1 or 2 hours, which is easy considering Disgaea 5 has a demo available on the Nintendo Switch, it may open you up to a world and library of games that you've been overlooking for one reason or another. My experience with Disgaea 5 Complete has been a great one. Satisfying character progression, intense moment-to-moment gameplay, combined with a gargantuan amount of content. After over 40 hours of gameplay, I still have a daunting amount left to explore, many interesting allies left to recruit, and some seriously grotesque villains to defeat. That's why I'm giving Disgaea 5 Complete a 9 out of 10. If you enjoyed this video game review, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, and follow me on Twitter at TheFlannelFox. See you next time, Switchers.